And welcome to Stony High School, the Tigers game for tonight's matchup between Hutto Hippos and your Stony Point Tigers. Will everyone please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den. Tyler Alsos with you here on Vype. We got a nice Tuesday night district matchup between the visiting Hutto Hippos and your Stony Point Tigers. Got a good one. Got a nice day outside. Got a good game inside. It's the kind of start of the second season. We're 6 games in. This is game number 6 for Stony Point in district play. Game number 5 for Hutto. Both teams under 500. Stony Point 2-3. That's good for 5th in the district. Hutto comes into this one 1-3. We'll get the tip off, and we have a tip violation as number 4 Jarrell Hanley did not make an attempt on the ball. Have to at least make an attempt instead of running straight back. We'll get more into both these teams and how they've done throughout the season as we continue on our coverage tonight. We've got a lot of action planned as Claude loses it, but straight to Brush. Claude driving. Good help from the Hippos. Three-pointer, Jace Foster, no good. Claude with the rebound. Good ball movement here from Stony Point. Comes into this one averaging 48 points per game. Nice move from Jones. Brosh with the offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Claude sets and fires off the mark. 3 straight shots and first foul. Davis trying to force a jump ball, but 3 missed opportunities for the Tigers. And Davis with the first foul of the game. Tigers came into this one 3-18, having won their last game against Manor back on Friday. This is a deep 3, and going out of the back is the shot from Hanley. 48-45 was that game against Manor on Friday. And now we're kind of getting into those Tuesday-Friday matchups. Out of the heart of the district season. Brosh with a high arcing 3, no good. 0 for 4 are the Tigers. This one up ahead, just out of the hands, and he steps out of bounds. That is Malachi Hilby, the 6'6" senior for the Hippos. 6:40 to go. Claude kicks it out to Brosh. Takes it inside this time. Blocked from behind by Hilby. And going back the other way and off the board and out is the shot from Hanley. Lit on both sides of the rim. Foster with a nice in and out move. Kicks it out. Brosh, corner 3. He's got it. Six minutes left in the first. 2 minutes gone by before we get the first. Nice pass inside, and that is Hanley getting open for the Hippos' first basket. 3-2, 5:45 here in the first. Foster going to slow things down in the half court. Claude and Jones trying to play the 2-man game. Jones with the mismatch on the inside. Help comes. Jones takes it straight up anyway and gets fouled. We'll see who that is called on. Couple of Hippos in the vicinity. And I think they called that on number 20, Nicholas Valdez. They did it. That's his first. Jones will go to the line for 2. Substitutions for the Hippos. Valdez will sit out. Ronald Willis, Michael Blaylark will come in. Actually, it's Braylon King, number 5. This is Brian Caldwell. Double teamed, had to pick up his dribble. Spins it around. Oh, still loose. Rebounded, and you can hear the slap from up here. Caldwell will go to the line for 2. And after the Jones free throws and the Brosh 3, Tigers up 5-2. It's the Hippo team that came in with a solid offense at 61 points per game. Both defenses similar tonight. 63 points allowed for the Tigers and 62 allowed for the Hippos. Jones out to Foster for 3. And a driving kick just gets the shooters in motion, in rhythm. It's a nice, solid, smooth motion for the shooters, and the passer just looks so well done. And there is offensive foul drawn by Davis. Came over to help on the bigger man and is rewarded drawing an offensive foul on Willis. That's his first. Both teams with 2 fouls as Hippos come out in half-court trap here. Jones had Brosh underneath, but good hands by the Hippos. Going back the other way, this is Caldwell off the backboard. It might have been a goaltend either way. It is 2 points for the Hippos. about midway through this first quarter. Taking it all the way and blocked off the backboard. That was Claude. Nice ball movement from the big man, Hilby, and finding Caldwell down low. That was some nifty ball movement, some nifty ball handling. And the Hippos tie the game. Caldwell has 6 of the Hippos' 8 points. Hippos switching to a high zone here. Jones looking to get it up top. Foster, mid-range jumper is off the mark. Hilby bringing the ball up now. Couple substitutions set to check in for both sides. Hilby turns the ball over. It's a 2-on-1. Brosh to Jones. Jones can't get it to fall. Brosh is there for the cleanup. Brosh is up to 5 now, and Tigers applying a little pressure of their own. Foster against Caldwell. Willis comes to set the screen and rolls. Brosh is there with the tip. Willis gets it back. Fight for the ball, and low man wins. Joe Davis will push it up, and Jones. Boy, still, he thought the play was done. Still loose. Jones goes in, doesn't get it, and Foster is fouled on the putback. Boy, that was just an awkward play. Looking for a whistle and not getting it was Jones. Could have called a travel, could have called a foul. And instead, whistle stays silent. Foster will head to the free throw line and hit the first. Pemberton and Spikes will come in for Jones and Claude. And missing the second. Spikes. Gilby might have gotten away with a carry up there. Spikes doing a nice job. The help comes from Pemberton. And Pemberton, swarming defense now, switches on to Caldwell. And Pemberton might have taken a shot to the face, but we'll have the foul called on him. 2:18 to go. That'll be Pemberton's first. Davis has 2. For the Tigers, we'll have full timeout called by Coach Gant Caraway. That gives us an opportunity to mention some of our sponsors here for the 2025-2026 season. First one up is going to be No Time for Social. No Time for Social has been serving clients in Round Rock, Central Texas, and nationwide for over 12 years. Our digital marketing and advertising services help companies grow and maintain their presence with content and paid advertising. To learn more, visit notimeforsocial.com or email info@notimeforsocial.com. Other sponsor on the top of your screen is Ally Medical ER. Ally Medical ER is proud to support the Stony Point Tigers this season. Open 24/7, Ally Medical is a full-service emergency room located just 5 minutes from Stony Point High School with on-site labs, ultrasound, CT scan, and x-rays. Their board-certified physicians deliver fast answers and compassionate expert care. Ally Medical ER wishes the Stony Point basketball team and fans a safe and exciting new year. Go Tigers! Pemberton, after picking up the first foul, does not deter his defensive energy. Tigers coming out in a zone here. Looks to be a 1-3-1. Davis. And now they switch out of it. Hilby, way long. That one out of bounds. 154. Davis is out, and Oliver James checks in. Not too many guys back from last year's team. James, one of them, also an outstanding part of the Stony Point football team. Grosh. Nice ball movement there as Foster can't get that one to fall. That's what you got to do in the zone. Get it inside and work it in and out as Hilby is fouled. And again, that's the second or third foul on the wrong side of half court. When you're fouling 50 feet away from the basket, that's not necessarily a good thing. Pemberton picks up his second. Hilby. James went and gambled. Three-pointer off the mark from Caldwell. Hippos pressuring. Foster brings it. It's a 4-on-2, and that one off the face of Caldwell after Spikes couldn't handle it. Foster will take a seat. Joshua Marshall set to check in. And with the ball now on the wing. 1 minute left. Tigers up 11-8. Skipping it across. Spikes has it blocked away in the middle. And a loose basketball comes in from the side. I think that might have been the JV coach's son sitting on the lap and let it drop off the basket or off the bleachers. Spikes, Euro step in the middle, off the mark. And now up ahead, Hilby puts that one away. 20 seconds left in the first. Marshall back the other way. Nearly got it with the offhand. Caldwell coming back the other way. Off the rim. Under 10 seconds now. Up to Spikes. Right into the chest of the Hippo defender. Gets it off glass. As time expires in the first, that's going to do it for the first 8 minutes. Spikes with his first basket. Tigers up 13-10 and have not trailed in this game. We'll step aside for a quick break. Come back for the second quarter here on Vype. Back here for the start of the second quarter in the Tiger Den. This is Tiger basketball here on Vype. Tyler Alsos with you here for your Tuesday night basketball needs for the rest of the season. That is, or was, a travel. I thought it was going to be just a step through. He had that front foot, hop, skip, and a jump. As a foul there from Valdez. That is a legal move when done correctly. That was just not done correctly by Hilby. Had something a coach told me back in my playing days, close to a decade ago now. That was, even though it looks awkward, it's still legal. Doesn't matter how fast or how slow you make the Euro step, it is still legal. As that one off the mark. Three-pointer from Hilby. And he ties this one up. That is 5 points for Hilby. James off the mark. Claude tips that right to Spikes, who gets it around and in. Spikes with 4 points now. Caldwell still leads all scorers with 6. Quiet start, though, after scoring 6 of the first 8. Claude nearly had the tip. James. Ball kicked to Caldwell on the wing, short. Rebounded by King for the Hippos. That one up and in from Hanley. First basket for Hanley. Marshall kicks it. Three-pointer is too strong. Spikes with the offensive rebound, gets it back, and good vision from James. Spikes with the good hands to stay ready, and he's up to 6. I believe he's had the last 6 points. The 2 at the end of the first quarter and the first 2 baskets here. This corner 3 is too long, rebounded by Caldwell. Down low to Hilby. Tell you what, some nice passes being thrown, some nice vision from both sides, and not necessarily from point guards all the time. Another one inside. Claude can't get the jumper to go. Fights in and gets a friendly roll. Well, for the first couple minutes, we couldn't buy a basket for either side, and now we've had, I think, 4 or 5 trips up and down without a miss. Hilby sets, fires, swish. Hippos take their first lead of the game, 5 minutes to go in the second. Marshall. That one saved right to Hilby. Down low, a little too hot for King. He holds on to it, though, in the corner. Hilby will have that pass intended for him, swatted away. Brosh, Davis, and Foster in for Marshall, James, and I couldn't quite see who the third one was. King will step out for the Hippos, replaced by Ronald Willis. Comes to set the screen here. Hilby thought about it. Spin move, Euro step in. Boy, 6'6", but you wouldn't notice it by his handles. Brosh thought about it. Gets it to Claude. Tigers just swinging it outside. I was going to say someone's got to get in the middle. Claude tried to, but that pass tipped away. Willis going all the way around and out. Tigers have a 4-on-3 here, and disappears just like that. Swing out. Still kind of scramble mode. Brosh, high arcing 3, good. From that corner spot again, that's his second 3. And a tie game again, 3:30 to go. Three-pointer, can't answer. That was Hanley. Brosh in the corner, got it again. Blake Brosh with 3 3-pointers, all from the corner, up to 11. Hilby is at 12 right now. He leads all scorers after a flurry of points in the second quarter. We still got 3 minutes to go, and Hilby is going to be doubled. Swings it out. Hanley tried to create contact. Claude kind of pulled the chair midair. Davis, nice look down low to Spikes. Claude took that from Brosh. And the body check. It's the first stoppage in a while. Everyone can catch their breath. A couple substitutions coming in. Jones and Pemberton, along with Eli Gonzalez and Braylon King for the Hippos. 2:37 to go. Tigers able to convert on the out of bounds. Jones with the easy 2. Tigers averaging 48 points, or up to 27 already, and again only had 43 in that win against Manor last Friday, 43-41. Here's King on the wing. Caldwell kind of got lost in midair, caught between two minds. Pemberton had Brosh on the wing on the opposite side. Brosh again, not quite the corner. Same result anyway. Blake Brosh with 4 threes here in the first half. And a block by Jones. That one goes out of bounds. Well, I think Brosh missed his first one for sure. Maybe 2 3-pointers. So I want to say he's 4 of 6. This is all mental math, though, so I could be wrong. Minute 54. This is the largest lead for either side. Hippos held the lead for a short stint. Hilby can't answer. King holds on to it and steps back, gets it to Hilby somehow. And Hilby can't finish. Hilby fighting with his own man for the rebound, and it's a Tiger who comes up with it. Foster back the other way. James in the corner for 3. Tigers cannot miss. I think that's 5 straight triples for Stony Point. And Foster with the tip out. Davis will check in for James. Caldwell will check in for Blaylark, who had a spell. Hanley will come in for King. Hilby. Pass it in. James took the contact, no call. 1 minute left. Tigers up by 11. Hilby drives. Floater game is good. Malachi Hilby is putting up big numbers for the Hippos. That was the first miss. Cools off the run here. 47.6 left. Tiger basketball. Hilby has 14. Brosh has 14 as well. Leading their respective teams. 9-point lead. We're down to 37 seconds. Ref is counting. He breaks the count. Hilby gets around Foster. Spin move. Jones is there. Kicks it out to Henley. Corner 3 is no good. And good box out there from Oliver James. It just shows to those more vertically challenged folks out there still want to play basketball. James showing you how to box out right there. 21 seconds left for the Tigers. Leading by 9. They scored at the end of the first. Down to 10. Has some confusion there on who's going where. Pemberton stepped out and just not a solid play. Execution from the Tigers. 4 seconds left for the Hippos. Hilby will take it. And fire. It's a little bit short. Tigers go into the break up by 9. Hilby leads the Hippos with 14, and Blake Brosh is 4 of 6 from 3 for 14 points for the Tigers. We'll come back for the second half after a pretty quick first half here from the Tiger Den. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to get underway here in the third quarter. Tyler Alsis with you on this Tuesday night district matchup between the 3-18 Stony Point Tigers and the 8-14 Hutto Hippos. Kind of a slow start in that first quarter. 13-10 is how we finish on the Spikes layup at the buzzer. Now zone from the Hippos. Three-pointer off the mark, rebounded by Foster. Brosh traveled with it. It was 13-10 after the first, and now 33-24 is how we ended that second quarter after 20 and 14 points scored respectively by the Tigers and Hippos. Tigers with the 9-point lead thanks to some three-pointers by Blake Brosh. He's got 14 to lead the team. Malachi Hilby dishing it out now to Caldwell, who had 6 of the first 8 points and then was not heard from again. Brosh, opposite side of the court. Could not get the same result. Caldwell had 6 points, now is at 8 after not scoring the rest of the first and the entire second. Tigers nearly at their season average of 48 points per game, keeping their opponent well underneath their 63 points allowed. Again, 3-18, but 2-3 in district. That's good enough for fifth. Hutto is sitting at 1-3. That's good enough for seventh. Claude. Long possession, but the ball stayed primarily outside the arc for about 35, 40 seconds. Davis gets it to Jones. Kicks out to Claude, who thought about it. And we go again. Jones, no hesitation, rebounded by Davis. Takes on the taller Hilby and is fouled. 2 points and a free throw for Joe Davis. Davis sitting at 5'7", and Malachi Hilby at 6'6". Davis surrounded in for the three-point play. 5:55 to go. Tigers took almost a full minute on that possession. Lead back to double digits. Caldwell picks it up. In trouble here. Timeout called by Hutto. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Again, as we mentioned, coming to this one, Stony Point won their last game against Manor, their second district win, 43-41. That was on Friday. Had 3 games before that over the break on the 29th and 30th. Lost to Timber Creek by 26. Lost to San Angelo Central by 19. And lost to Keller Central by 30. So a rough spell in some tournament games there. But now it's kind of a second season. You get the first half of the season. You get your non-district games out of the way. And it's kind of a reset here. You know what you have as a coaching staff. You know what you have for your rotations in the first 15, 20 games of the season. And now is when you make your push. They can move to 300 tonight in district play. Hilby really tripped over his own foot there and hop step inside, brings it down, stripped away. Brosh gets it out. Davis looking to push. Kicks it to the corner. Foster for 3. The drive and kick has been there for most of the game, and another timeout by Coach Caraway. Another 30-second timeout. 5:14 to go. We'll step aside quick here on Vype. (39-36) here. 5:14 to go in the third quarter. Hutto will take possession after a couple 30-second timeouts. It was a rather quick first half. I think we had one timeout and maybe 3 free throws. Actually, I think we had 4 in the first quarter, but none in the second quarter. Caldwell straight on 3 is no good. Claude is fouled on the rebound. Has to be okay there. And I think that might have been Willis. It is. That's his third. Third team foul on the Hippos. Tigers have none. Tigers with a 13-point lead. They're facing a 2-3 zone here, extended out by the Hippos. Did a good job swinging it around there and dishing it inside. I had a coach once described it. He was a science teacher. That one off the mark. Described the zone as an amoeba. He wanted to push and pull, get players out of position, and dumping it inside to the man. You always want your smartest player, not necessarily a point guard, as one tipped out by Davis. Want your smartest decision maker at that top elbow or free throw line spot. Able to play with their back to the basket, but also face up and if they need it. That one rolled back and lost it. That was a travel or out of bounds or something. No official signal. I thought he was out of bounds. The Hippo team has 18 turnovers per game. Brosh, no hesitation. Three-pointer, good. Number 5 for Mr. Brosh. I believe it was last year in a game against Maynard where Landon Short had 11 threes and 8 of those were in the first half. At the rim, Davis thought he got all ball. I think that might be on Jones. No, I think it was on Davis. Davis picks up his third. It's either Maynard or McNeil. It might have been McNeil where Short had his career night. Now playing up in Kansas at Pittsburgh State. Again, a much different look Tiger team, but the intensity at which they play with still very much the same. Different face in Coach Corey Graham. Still maintaining high levels of effort. There's Arvey left alone. Three-pointer off the mark. Rebounded by Blaylark. Excuse me, Hanley. Pick and roll, and Willis able to convert 2 and the foul. I think that was on Foster. It was. That's his first. Foster will take a seat. It's Willis's first basket of the night. Caldwell and Hilby, the only Hippos in double figures. Brosh has 17. No other Tiger on the court has more than 7. But again, a very balanced night from the Tigers. Willis can't convert. Tiger leads is 12. RV spikes. And Blaylark is not moving off of Brosh in the corner. Almost not necessarily a boxing one as James misses a three. This is Valdez. Caldwell three-pointer off the mark. 2:22 to go. Brosh up. James is blocked out of bounds, but trademark smile of his. Looking like the running back out there or slot receiver during the funnel. Nice get back from the Hippos. Apologies on the lack of video. I believe you guys can still hear me out there. Brosh had a two-pointer, is 44-30. I'll work on continuing to get picture back. Minute 36 left in the third quarter. Perfect time as we have a timeout on the floor. Minute 36 in the third. We'll work to get picture back as soon as we can. Three-pointer off the inbound play is good. Tigers having an outstanding shooting night. Already 1 point away from their season average, and we've got a whole quarter and a minute left. We got about 9 minutes left. Hilby, he's had a quiet second half and gets it off the glass for two. RV and James slides for it and goes out of bounds. Pemberton comes in along with Gavin Victorian. Hippos down 15 here, minute 5. Caldwell tried to squeeze that one in, and Caldwell out of bounds. 59 seconds left. Tigers led by 9 at the break. James will step into a 3 off the mark. Brosh over pursuit. Hilby, I'm going to say Victorian with a slight tap. Cameron Bell will check in for Oliver James. It's a nice round of applause for the teammates on the bench. And Tigers extended their lead to 15 here from 9 at the half. Hilby trying to find his man. Hanley. Valdez with 30. Hilby can't make it on the curl. Pemberton goes all the way and is fouled going up. Tried to go opposite side of the basket. 17 and a half seconds left. Aiden Pemberton, 6-foot junior. And in and out. Xavier Johnson, 6'2" senior, will check in for Willis. Pemberton 0 for 2. Hilby pressured by Brosh. 10 seconds left. Dumps it down to Johnson. Hands weren't ready. Stolen by Victorian. Claude has it with 3 seconds left. Has to turn and fire. That one just overshot. Impressive effort, though, by Mr. Claude. Tigers lead by 15 as we go to the fourth quarter. We'll step aside. Come back here on Vype. Tigers outscored the Hippos 14-8 in that third quarter. We'll take a time for one of our sponsors up there on the top banner, No Time for Social. No Time for Social has been serving clients in the Round Rock, Central Texas, and nationwide for over 12 years. Our digital marketing and advertising services help companies grow and maintain their presence with content and paid advertising. To learn more, visit notimeforsocial.com or email info@notimeforsocial.com. Start of the fourth quarter, it is the starters, Davis, Jones, Claude, Brosh, and Foster. For the Tigers, and it's 4 of the 5 starters for the Hippos. Willis in. And nearly stolen by Davis. Tipped out of bounds. Willis in for Hanley, who is now going to head to the scores table. Caldwell lost it, kicks it out. Valdez, 3 off the mark. Rebounded by the Hippos. Hilby looks inside. A drive kick, fouled by Brosh on the way in. On the ground, it'll be the first foul for the Tigers. And now both sets of starters are now in. That's Brosh's first. Along with 19 points. for the 6'3 junior. Also having a defensive assignment against Hilby. Now switches off. Valdez, three-pointer off the mark, just slightly from the corner. Brosh. Euro step. Looked like a bullfight there. Slowed down the tempo. That's what I was talking about in that first half. It might look slow. It might look a little awkward. It's still the legal amount of steps as Hilby answers with a two of his own. He's up to 18. Brosh is up to 21, matching his number. 6:45. Jones kicks it out. Davis. Short jumper is up and good. Who says the mid-range is dead? Not Mr. Davis. Valdez. Nice help by Jones. And gets back on the roll man. Hilby. Brosh. Nice contest by Brosh, and it is corralled by Brosh. Foster tried to one-hand that one. Hilby nearly stolen it back. Tigers have a man advantage. Finding Brosh in the corner. Three-pointer off the mark. That would have brought the house down. Caldwell gets it back. 15-point lead for the Tigers. It's the 3-on-3. They're pushing it up there and now going to slow it down. Spikes and James set to check in at the next dead ball. 5.5 minutes here in the fourth. Timeout by Coach Graham. Will take this time to remind you of our second sponsor up there on the top, Ally Medical ER. Ally Medical ER is proud to support the Stony Point Tigers this season. Open 24/7. Ally Medical is a full-service emergency room located just 5 minutes from Stony Point High School. With on-site labs, ultrasound, CT scan, and x-rays, their board-certified physicians deliver fast answers and compassionate expert care. Ally Medical ER wishes the Stony Point basketball team and fans a safe and exciting year. Go Tigers! Back and forth here in the fourth quarter, 15-point advantage for the Tigers. We want to take this opportunity to remind you of their next game. Heading over to Westwood this Friday. That's a very tough Westwood team. 4-0 in district, sitting atop. And also 17-2 on the season. Watch that game here on Vype. We'll watch all the Tuesday games here from the Tiger Den with yours truly. We'll be here through February. And perhaps, hopefully, into March. Brosh will start on the bench here after this possession. Jones. There's a set play there. Stolen back by the Hippos and stolen back again by Jones, and a foul on the ground as Hanley was kind of flailing around. Third foul on him. Foster. Defensive pressure from the Hippos has noticeably gone up. James nearly found Claude on the curl route. Three-pointer by Jones, no good. James with the reach-in foul. Second foul on the Tigers. 5:08 left in the fourth. Hippos just over half of their 61 points per game and are on pace to give up their 62 points allowed. Again, came into this one 8-14, but just 1-3 in district play. Tigers are 3-18, but 2-3 in the district. Valdez, three-pointer, too strong. Rebound Spikes. Claude looking to push. Weaving his way through traffic. Now kicks it out. Foster off the mark. Still loose, and James corrals it. Pick and roll. Not there. They swing it around again. It's kind of a interesting dynamic you have. I never grew up in a game without a shot clock. Davis. Hesitation. And the kick out to Claude. Not there. Valdez back the other way. Again, I never had a game that did not have a shot clock, except for my cousins who were in Northwest Iowa, who now did implement a shot clock a few years later. So it's always interesting to see as a 3-on-2 opportunity comes here. Claude will kick it out to James. His three-pointer up and good. So teams having to play fast and slow if they're wanting to kind of maintain presence of scoring, but not necessarily playing to lose. Or just kind of playing not to lose, I guess. Always interesting to see how teams kind of push and pull, how they have their chess match. Spikes will take a seat. And Brosh will come in. 3:30 to go. Hanley underneath. 18-point game now. He'll be down low. Nice backdoor cut to get it to 16. Claude. Double dribbled. I thought the ball was tapped from behind. Nope. Substitution now. With 3:11 left. Caldwell goes right in and can't get it to fall. Again, had a hot start. Stuck at 12 for a bit. James in the corner. Step back three is short, well short. Hilby. Down low to Willis, had the mismatch against Davis. And substitution. James will come out, Pemberton will check in. Pemberton yet to score. Foster with 7, and Davis with 3. He'll be blocked from behind by Brosh. Kicks it up, Foster can't get another 3. Brosh. And Tigers will slow it down here, up by 16. Davis off the mark. Trying to go ahead. Well, look to be a travel. Coach Ganaway calling a timeout. 2:14 left. Hippos with 2 timeouts, and for now 1 timeout. Full timeout, we'll come back. Tiger basketball, they have currently scored 7 points. Hippos have scored 8 to cut it to 14. Hippos playing against Father Time, though. 2:14 left in the game. And Pemberton drawing a foul right away. 3 more fouls to give for the Hippos before we start shooting free throws, and we'll have Caldwell checking in for King. It's a very young Hutto team now that I'm looking at it. King is a sophomore. Hanley, who starts, is a freshman. Hilby and Caldwell, though, the 2 leading scorers, are both seniors. Pemberton getting around his defender. Down low is up and can't use the backboard. And going back the other way. That's the 3rd foul on the Tigers. They've got 2 left to give. Minute 49 left. Still 14-point deficit. Hilby has it poked away by Pemberton. That one whipped back by Hanley. Basket underneath. .16 advantage. That one stripped away off the leg of Hilby, who disagrees, but 1 minute left. And we'll get the emptying of the benches, looks like, for the Hippos, or at least 3. Johnson and Willis, who have, just Johnson. This is Jordan Tucker seeing his first action. Brosh down low. Again, fantastic night from him. I think he's got 5 threes and 21 points. Davis trying to work against the 5 count. 30 seconds left, and that should be just about that. Again, this Friday at Round Rock Westwood. Oh, Brosh looked to go up for it, and just kind of being told to settle down from Pemberton. Had 11 seconds left to waste. Again, at Westwood this Friday at 7 p.m. That game will also be here on Vype, and we'll catch you next Tuesday for another district matchup as the Tigers will advance to 4-18, hitting 500 in the district. Impressive showing from them, impressive offensively as well as defensively in all phases of the game. Very balanced scoring as well. Brosh, though, the leading scorer with a standout 21 points. And that'll do it for us here on Vype. We will see you in a game down the road. Again, we'll be here next Tuesday, where you can catch Vype in action, or Tigers in action against the Warriors of Westwood this Friday at 7 p.m. Should be a good one, as Westwood is 17-2. That'll do it for us here on Vype. We'll send you on your Tuesday with the rest of your evening. Hope to see you down the line. Have a good night.